like that.
I don't think he likes it at all. No. A little outraged.
You know what? Tough. Look, I'm hugging her too.
Oh no.
We're here to be serious again. We have Gwen Wood here. Gwen, where are you meeting and when?
We have our tea parties every Monday night on Betaravia and Miller from 5 to 6 p.m.
Outside?
Is that Carl's Jr.?
No.
Yes. No, this is in front of the Betaravia Government Center.
Oh.
Right there in the corner.
Yes, right there in the corner.
Do you get a lot of toot-toots?
We get a lot of honks, a lot of support there, and the group is growing every single week.
Do you think this is a different group than that was the anti-war group back in 03, 04?
I think so. I think so. I think there's an entirely different movement going on now across the country because people are waking up to the fact that our rights are being taken away.
And this so-called Obama health care, I only read a few pages of it. What I read...
Disgusted you enough to not finish it?
Well, I'm telling you, I was so upset I couldn't keep reading, but apparently they took out the end-of-life mandatory counseling. But here's my real objection. If they get control of it in any way once they have control, people face it. I talked to many congressmen and a couple of U.S. senators. None of them read the Patriot Bill before they voted for it. None of them. They just vote on things. They don't have enough people in there. We should have a House of Reps should be, if you were paying attention to Michael Warnke here on his federal lawsuit that we just ran that re-interview, we should have at least 1,000 House Rep members. Lois Capps should not have to represent 720,000 people. At the very most, she should only be representing 30,000. And the same with your state assembly. And I think, Gwen, to get your issue resolved, to get Juanita's issue, and William Christopher's issue, and Jan Cassidy's, and all these people who are being dragged through this horrible judge. Can I speak his evil name?
I prefer not, but I think you must identify.
Herman the Munster. Judge Herman there. He belongs with the Munsters.
Whoa, don't disgrace Herman Munster with that comparison.
Sorry, Munsters. But
like
really,
the Munsters.
this guy brings these CPS workers in, gives statements that are not sworn to under penalty of perjury, and he takes that as if it's God's holy word. Nobody gets up and swears an oath, and they say these horrible things against the parents. And you saw Juanita say when she was on drugs, she could keep her kids. As soon as she got clean, they took the kids away from her, and now they make her pay child support.
That is outrageous.
And for those of you who just turned in, I am not Juanita.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is
I did
Joyce.
not get clean. I have my children.
She's got her children. She's
You
not got
got a
her
little mixed up there.
No, I was referring to
Just
Juanita
pointing
that
at me.
was sitting here when Joyce was sitting on my...
I was thinking, what are you talking about?
One of us is going senile, Bill, but I'm not sure which one. But getting back to Gwen, so you're going to meet every Monday, 5 to 6, on the corner of Miller and Betaravia in Santa Maria, which is where I think the Ron Paul supporters used to meet on that corner too.
What time are you going to be there?
From 5 to 6.
5 to 6?
5
Yes.
to 6, Monday. You're going to join them, Bill?
Let's see, I got something to do Monday. 5 to 6, yeah, I can make it 5 to 6.
Okay, because otherwise, I think you should cancel that doctor's appointment that special doctor Obama sent you. He wants to give you a mandatory death counseling session. I think you should cancel that.
It's canceled.
Gwen, if they don't respond and they just ramrod this thing through, which I suspect they're going to do, what will you do then?
We'll still fight.
But my point is, how can you fight if your districts are so large you can't talk to Lois Capps, the Congress critter from this area? You can't. You have to go through 3 security doors to get near Boxer or Feinstein. They live in guarded castles in federal courthouses. You go to their office I tried to get in to see one of them in the LA office at the top of one of the federal buildings.
Yes.
And the last, you go through 3 security checks before you get in there.
Oh,
And then she's not there.
gosh.
We have too much
Oh my
fun.
gosh.
But these issues are serious, people. We need to take back our government. And there's precious little time. I really believe, and I haven't said this, but I really believe they're going to declare a swine flu emergency. Even when there is none, they're going to force vaccinations. Obama will come out with an executive order saying, anybody that doesn't take the shot, take them to the FEMA Medical Containment Center. And if you take the shot, it'll have mercury and squalene. Go look up what's in squalene. You will die from these shots. And taking people and putting them in a concentration camp, whatever name you give it, call a medical containment center. And they've already built buses, special buses, to run you there, to pick you up when you don't take the shot and send you there. What do you think of that idea?
I believe that this is an evil regime. And I believe that if good people do not stand up and oppose this vigorously, that we're going to have something that we will not be able to tolerate. This is evil.
Should we form special grand juries of the people?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Gwen. People, there you have it. Gwen is not a radical wacko from the left or the right. She's just a common sense American who sees the need for people's special grand juries. Remember, under the amendment, everything not specifically given to the federal government and the state government is reserved to we, the people. And they said there are rights that are not enumerated, weren't even listed in the Constitution. And this one is one of them. We're going to have to form special grand juries, and we're going to have to hold Sheriff Brown, or whatever county you're in, you hold your sheriff accountable. When your special grand jury issues its edict to arrest Judge Herman or Commissioner Stern or whoever violated constitutional rights, if that sheriff doesn't do it, then they're going to have to get him out of office in the next election or indict the sheriff and ask a senior deputy sheriff to go arrest the sheriff. That's how serious it's gotten in America. That's my last comment for tonight. I'm William Wagener. See you next week.